There once lived a very wealthy merchant in the ancient kingdom of Magadha. He possessed immense wealth, gold, land, and prosperity beyond imagination. One day, while calculating his assets, he realized something troubling. His wealth was enough for his children, but what about his grandchildren? And what about the generations after that? The thought disturbed him deeply. What if my wealth runs out? What if my future generations suffer because of lack of money, day and night? This fear consumed him. At that time, Tathagata Gautama Buddha was visiting the kingdom of Magadha. Someone advised the merchant, "Go and take refuge in Buddha. He will surely ease your worries." The merchant went to Buddha and said, "O Buddha, I want so much wealth that my children, their children, and even many generations after them can live comfortably. And still, my wealth never ends." Buddha smiled gently and replied, "It shall be so." Then Buddha added, "But first, take food for one day and offer it to the family living in the hut outside the city." The merchant felt happy and hopeful. He immediately filled a bag with food supplies and went to the hut. Inside, he saw an elderly mother-in-law sitting peacefully in meditation and her young daughter-in-law cooking food. The merchant stepped forward and said, "I am a wealthy merchant of this city. I have brought food for your family for one day. Please accept it." The young woman replied politely, "Thank you, but we already have food for today." The merchant said, "Then keep it for tomorrow." She smiled and said, "We don't store food for tomorrow. We arrange food fresh every day." At that moment, the merchant was shocked. He thought to himself, "Here are people who don't worry about tomorrow at all, and I am destroying my peace worrying about generations yet to be born." Now he understood why Buddha had sent him there. The next morning, the merchant returned to Buddha and said, "Tathagata, I now understand your lesson, but please explain to me, what exactly is worry? How does it arise and how can we overcome it?" Buddha replied calmly, "Worrying about tomorrow may or may not change tomorrow, but it surely steals today's happiness. Anxiety is a mental illness that drains joy from life and makes it dull. In truth, worry has no real existence. It is only a thought born from fear of the future. We worry about things that are not in our control, things we cannot change even if we want to." Then Buddha asked, "If you stop thinking all day about things you cannot control, what harm will be done?" The merchant asked, "Buddha, does that mean we should stop thinking altogether?" Buddha replied, "Thinking to solve a problem is wisdom, but thinking about the same problem again and again is illness. When the mind gets stuck on one event or fear, it steals all peace, joy, and happiness. Worry means imagining pain that has not even happened." Pointing at the merchant, Buddha said, "What will change just by thinking? If action is possible, then act. If not, repeated thinking will only destroy your peace." Most of the things people worry about never happen. An hour of worry exhausts you more than a full day of hard work. Often, reality hurts us less than our imagination does. The merchant asked, "Buddha, then what is the right way to live life?" Buddha answered, "The past is regret. The future is struggle. Life exists only in this moment. We cannot change the past, nor can we see the future. All we can do is live this moment with patience, courage, and awareness. Life passes while we remain lost in memories or worries." The merchant said, "Even when we try, worries still return, especially about family." Buddha replied, "It is natural for worry to arise, but our duty is to transform worry into contemplation. Remember this, before you were born, the world existed. After you leave, it will continue. You only own this moment. Each moment comes and disappears forever. Will you waste it worrying?" Worry takes a person to ashes. Contemplation turns the mind into gold. Buddha said, "Have you ever passed through a long tunnel? It is dark and frightening, but there is always light at the end. In life, anxiety feels like a dark tunnel. Escape comes only to those who keep moving forward. Never stop trying. The light will appear. The merchant bowed in gratitude and left, deeply transformed. 5 practical lessons to reduce worry. 1. Don't take life too seriously. Even if something goes wrong, you will find a way. 2. Stop worrying about small things. Traffic, small losses, cold food, none of this matters in the end. 3. Remember, life is short. You may not have tomorrow. Live today fully. 4. Accept imperfection. No one is perfect. Learn to forgive. 5. Help others silently. Selfless service brings deep inner peace. Closing message. Let go of unnecessary worries. Protect your happiness. Because life is not meant to be survived, it is meant to be lived. Don't worry. Live happily.